All right, another exciting week of making videos about going off medication. Woohoo! So I think I messed up last week a little bit. So last Wednesday, my doctor and I decided I'd drop down from 125 milligrams down to 100 milligrams of Lamictal. I think I might have accidentally said 150 down to 100. And then another thing that I wanted to do is I've been mentioning that in the morning I take some omega-3 supplements, so I actually decided I'd show you. So this one is flax oil. This one is omega-3. So this one a lot of people use, they'll use one that comes from fish oil, but I'm kind of on the vegan side, so this is a vegan version. I guess the idea is that fish eat seaweed, which contains these omega-3s, and then we eat the fish to get the omega-3s, but these products actually just get the seaweed right away. They're kind of large looking pills. Like, this is kind of big, and I take 2 of these, and I take 3 of these, and like, I'm not super gung-ho about the idea of going off meds and then being on vitamins, you know, these are kind of big, and gobbling up 5 of these a day is a little weird, but I've actually if you heard me talk in the videos, I've actually taken the flax oil as a liquid, and really it's like 2 tablespoons of flax oil ends up being those 3 pills. And what do they have? They've got, shit, I don't even know the numbers. So 3 gels is 1,600 milligrams of alpha linoleic acid, which is an omega-3 polyunsaturated fat. And then over here, 1 gel is 500 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, so 2 gels. So this one, taking 2 of these gives me like 1,000 milligrams. Taking 3 of these gives me 1,600. But anyways, I just bring them up. I don't know 100% that these things are doing anything. I'm not sure. But I'll tell you this, in the last week, I feel like I have something good to report. I've been feeling a little bit better. I don't know if it's the med-related thing, but I made a couple of changes in life. One of the changes is that my Kundalini Yoga class on Monday, the teacher asked us to choose some habit that we would pick up for 15 days, that we would do every day. And I think I've talked before about the idea of breaking bad habits, right? So like quitting drinking, quitting smoking, quitting bad things. I joke is easy because you don't have to do anything. Whereas picking up a good habit is actually pretty hard. You know, like when I picked up meditating in the morning and before bed. You know, now you're adding something into your day, so that's harder. Especially someone like me, it feels like, oh my God, I'm losing time. Now I'm meditating first thing in the morning. There goes 20 minutes of my morning. Meditating 20 minutes before bed. I'm going to read before bed. Now I'm losing time, So the habit I decided to pick up was something that's been bugging me, is that I haven't been feeling like I've been writing good comedy in a while. You know, I perform and everything, but I feel like I haven't been doing good writing. And Jerry Seinfeld, who I don't necessarily think is that funny, and in a documentary once he talked about this decision he made one day, which was to begin writing every day. And he would take a calendar, and every day that he wrote, he would put a big X on the calendar. And what would happen is over time, he'd get this huge chain of X's. You know, you hit like the 80 day in a row mark, and suddenly you don't want to skip the day. You don't want to go back to 0. You know, it's like when you have a factory and you say how many days since our last accident. So I started doing that, and I decided to do it first thing in the morning. Not like immediately, so like my new routine is I wake up, I go take a shower. I haven't been doing the cold shower thing. I haven't been doing it. And then after my shower, I'll brush my teeth before the shower. Getting like shit, it's out of the mouth right away before I start swallowing everything. And then I go meditate for 21 minutes, stretch a teeny bit, go make my breakfast, read the news, which I might kick out. I might stop reading the fucking news. And then go write for, I guess like 30 minutes or an hour. I don't know. And there's something cool about it. Doing something that I love as my first activity of the day, especially first like thinking activity, I like it better than just jumping into work. Because now I look forward to the first thing that I do each day. Instead of being like, all right, I'm going to jump in and build some websites. I jump in and I do my thing. And also in terms of sleep, like, I think I mentioned here I've been worried that I'm like sleeping too much or sleeping in, or then I'll be staying up later and sleeping in and everything. But I think it might give me a little more energy to get up earlier, to get in this fun thing I do before I go to work. Before I work and go to work. And that seems to be doing better. I feel like that's been helping. It's not stand-up related, but I'm writing an essay, a physics essay that's pretty fucking funny for a contest. I don't think it's gonna be disqualified for obscenity, but it's like really, I think it's a really good essay. I'm proud of it. It gets me excited about the idea of writing, doing like a physics sketch comedy thing, which I talk about a lot. And then I met with a guy yesterday about my online unschooling education project, and we kind of planned some things out, and I feel pretty optimistic about that, which I had been a little bit down, mainly because some of the programming has been killing me, but so that's good. Work, I haven't had like a ton of work this week, which has been a little bit of a bummer. But the stuff that I've gotten adds up to, like, even in a week where I say, well, I didn't really have much this week, still had enough little things that I picked up to, make a little bit of money. So even on like what I thought was a slow week, it was all right. Not great, but all right. And I don't know, I went over the 6-minute mark, but I feel like I was talking about things that I'm happy about. So that's good to be able to make a video where I'm doing that more so than talking about, oh, I feel kind of depressed, I'm feeling kind of down, I'm a little, So that feels better to do that. We'll see if it continues, if it keeps going. I find a little bit in the morning that because I want to get up, like, I'm not quite as restful in my sleep, but I feel pretty good. All right, bye.